أجمعين سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم سبحانك لا فهم لنا إلا ما فهمتنا إنك أنت الجواد الكريم وقل ربي زدني علما. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. وإذ ابتلى إبراهيم ربه بكلمات فأتمهن قال إني جاعلك للناس إماما قال ومن ذريتي قال لا ينال عهد الظالمين. صدق الله مولانا العظيم. So today inshallah we'll wind up the discourse that we wanted to look into and the narrative we wanted to look into regarding this. Otherwise this is such a comprehensive ayat, it could go on forever basically. So after hearing the 30 different qualities that sort of make up the entirety of Islam and were embodied by all of the prophets and displayed graphically and wonderfully and very vividly by Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam. So lastly, we'd like to wind up with, okay, so to what extent was Ibrahim alayhi salam successful in the trials and tribulations that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, put him through? So obviously, as we said many times, with flying colors, to the extent that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made him imama. Inni ja'iluka linnasi imama. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made him an imam, a leader, a guide, for the entirety of humanity. And so all of the, what is known as the Abrahamic or the Ibrahimic religions, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. So Ibrahim alayhi salam is an imam for all of them. And we also consider ourselves from the millati of Ibrahim. Allahu Akbar. So now the question comes that after Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam and the finality of the prophets, with the advent of the sending of Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam, so now leadership will obviously has to continue. So leadership will continue with who? So leadership will continue also with those who have, they have actually embodied those 30 qualities that we mentioned in the three surahs that mentioned that the qualities 30 altogether, 10 each. And if you like, these qualities can be summarized in two qualities mentioned in the ayat, وَجَعَلْنَا مِنْهُمْ أَئِمَّةً يَهْدُونَ بِأَمْرِنَا لَمَّا صَبَرُوا وَكَانُوا بِآيَاتِنَا يُوقِنُونَ. And so similarly, after Sayyidina Ibrahim among Bani Israel also, who were made imams, who were made leaders, of Bani Israel, and an example for them. The people who exercised sabr and exercised taqwa and exercised yaqeen. In other words, based on their yaqeen, based on their certainty and belief and strength of iman and their yaqeen. So that iman would prompt them to believe in all of the orders of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and believe in all of the prohibitions, and therefore they would be patient upon observing all of those. So similarly, for we the Muslims, who should be our leaders? Now, we just have gone through these elections here in America, which has ended quite unprecedentedly. And all of this chaos and political chaos that we see in the world is basically because we don't have people who qualify for leadership. Leaders need to have these qualities that we've been talking about, and therefore Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam and all the prophets leaders because they had qualities. Now, nobody is going to become a prophet. You can't just work hard and really struggle and then become a prophet. That is a grant from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that chapter is closed. But to gain those qualities, to gain the ability or the qualifications to become a leader, Now this is reachable and this is doable with the tawfiq of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And these are the qualities that leaders need to develop and need to acquire. And we as the Muslims, when we choose our leaders, we need to choose them according to those qualities, not simply their family status or the status of their wealth or their political clout, but moreover in qualities embodied in those two things: yaqeen and sabr. Sabr in encompassing the performance of all of the orders of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, abstaining from all the prohibitions of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq and make us among those who acquire those qualities, practice those qualities, and are led by leaders who have those qualities. وبالله تبارك التوفيق وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين والسلام عليكم ورحمة